What's up, YouTube fam? How are you guys? It's your girl ReXG back with another video. Today's video is going to be kind of a rant. I never know where to start with these types of videos, but yeah, I really want to talk about the things I didn't know about my choice. Like, for example, I didn't know that it was a choice. And I say that because as a child, I was indoctrinated and conditioned to think that it wasn't really an option. It was more like something that everyone does, everyone's going to do, and you don't have the decision to not do it unless you're infertile or unless you just simply can't have kids, like a health issue, like with your reproductive system. But like this realization really saved my life. And I know it sounds awful, but there was a sense of relief when I realized that I had the choice to have kids, that I didn't actually have to have kids. I want to give a shout out to those that have supported my small channel, and I want to thank those that have emailed me about the videos that we're going to talk about in the far future. And I wanted you guys to know, for those that don't know, that I do have an Instagram. I might put that in the description, but go follow that. Message me, let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll see what I can do, and we'll go from there.
Don't ever change for anybody, don't ever trade your soul, don't even listen to him, he don't know nothing at all, try not to get too involved, but really it's breaking my heart, how you keep changing for him, never forget who you are, butterfly.
It nearly pisses me off that I didn't know that, you know, having kids or not having kids was a choice. Like, this is outside of, you know, the fact that some people literally cannot have kids. But I'm talking about those that, you know, they have the ability, but they don't want to. I didn't know that that was a thing, because from the time that little girls are born, literally the first thing they hand you or try to hand you is anything related to being a mom or a caregiver, or what I call a servant in the home, a kitchen set, a baby doll, fake diapers, that bottle that, you know, it, like, the milk disappears and it shows up again before you get ready to feed the baby, pooping dolls, Cabbage Patch Kids. Like, it's like they want you to be a mom, like that is your only purpose. And then they bring religion into it, like God said to multiply. For that, I'm going to correct you guys, and that's in the Old Testament. God was talking to Adam and Eve. He told them specifically to populate the world that he created, for this is good. He did not tell people after that in the New Testament to just produce. It would be cool, but that's not everyone's calling. And then you guys want to bring up Jesus. Well, Jesus didn't have any kids. When God sent him here, he had business to do. And I kind of see us in the same shoes as Jesus. Not to make this video religious, but like, listen to what I have to say first. When God, and this is in the Bible, when God sent Jesus here, whether you're religious or not, I'm just talking about the Bible, okay? Don't attack me. I'm just saying, this is for people that make smart-ass remarks about the Bible, and they're not really following what it literally says. Jesus was sent here on a mission. God did not send him here to have babies, okay? We need to remember that. And everyone knows it, even for people that don't even believe in, you know, the Holy Trinity. Everyone knows that when Jesus came here, he did not get a woman pregnant, nor was he, you know, he didn't make that his mission, because that wasn't his mission. When God sent him here on earth, his whole point of coming here was to heal people, guide people, save people. And I kind of see us in the same boat, because I knew at just 12 or 13 years old that I wasn't going to be a mom. And other people need to realize that not everyone's calling is to reproduce. Not everyone's calling is to have babies or get married Some people are called here to spread the gospel, and just the gospel alone. Some people are called here to get married but not have any kids, but, travel the world with their partner. Some people are called here to, save lives. You have doctors and nurses and stuff. You have some people that are called here to be teachers. You have people like me that are just called here to help the community around them, because that one person can save so many lives, whether they're aware of it or not. And you guys want to bring up babies and religion and all this other bull crap. And that's why I'm making this video, is because I grew up in a Christian household where I don't want to say brainwashed, but I was so conditioned to believe that I'm worth nothing unless I have a baby. I'm worth nothing unless I marry a man. That's my mission. That's my only purpose. I didn't come here to help anyone, save anyone, heal myself, become a better person, a better individual, a better woman. I'm just here to be an incubator, to have babies and praise the Lord. That's it. And I hate that. It makes me angry because I grew up with this resentment in my heart, because I was constantly being conditioned, and I knew I was being conditioned, but I just couldn't put my finger on it because I was young. I couldn't tell these adults, hey, you're making me do this and I don't want to do this. I couldn't open my mouth and tell them that I'm tired and that I'm exhausted and that they're hurting me and that I'm slowly dying inside. I couldn't tell them these things. And even when I did, they ignored me, because a child doesn't know any better. From the time you're born, and it doesn't even matter, like dish religion out of the window, right? That's nothing to do with that. Right now, I'm talking about women being just conditioned in general. Not even just Christians, even atheists, even people that grew up in cults. Women are conditioned to do a certain something. I can't speak for men because I'm not a man. I'm not a man, so I can't talk about men. But even they're conditioned, in a sense. They're conditioned to be manly, and they're not allowed to cry, and they can't express their feelings because it makes them weak, and all this other bullshit that has nothing to do with anything. You're conditioned to become this robot that just reproduces babies and works a 9 to 5. That's literally what you would call the Matrix to me. It's just being put into this box, being controlled, being indoctrinated, being brainwashed. And then the second you step out of that, like I did at just the age of 12, you're crazy. Something's wrong with you. Well, I didn't know this was a choice. So once I found out that this was a choice, like 4 or 5 years ago, when I found the term child-free, I was really freaking happy. I was really happy. When I tell you guys, I cried like a baby. I cried like a baby. Like, I've never felt that much relief before. That's like, I don't know. The closest analogy I can come up with is having my leg broken, right? I don't have the money to go to the hospital and get this leg seen about. So this leg becomes gradually worse, more infected, more inflamed, more broken. And before you know it, it gets so bad that, I finally get to the doctor, and the doctor's like, if you had waited any longer, we would have had to amputate your leg because it's just that bad. Well, imagine someone, volunteering to pay for the hospital bill, right? And volunteering to take me to the hospital. And I'm sitting in the bed, and the doctor comes in, and he's telling me what's going to happen and that he can save me. It's the same thing. Like, I felt this huge load of relief just being taken off my shoulders. And I cried like a baby, because I grew up, and I'm so happy that I woke up, but I grew up being controlled to think that the only reason I am here, and even now I'm still searching for my purpose, but I know damn sure it's not having kids. But I was told my only purpose was to reproduce, marry, and be a servant to my household. Controlling someone like that and indoctrinating someone like that, it doesn't just, ruin the person physically, but it messes with their mind, because, like, I'm still stuck in some of my indoctrinated ways. Sometimes I still find myself doing and saying things that I did when I was brainwashed before I woke up, because that's literally how conditioning works. It's so deeply drilled into your head. It's really hard to get rid of it. It's really hard to think otherwise, So I was never a fence sitter, but many times I always said, do I have to marry? You know, do I have to be with someone, or am I just gonna grow old and become this old cat lady? Which sounds actually really cool. I take that over, you know, becoming a servant to my household and raising kids that I never really wanted. But I wish some people would just wake up and stop doing things because other people told them to, or doing pretty much anything, like not just having kids, but like anything, like getting married young, moving somewhere, getting a new job. I wish people would just do what they want to do and not do what other people are doing, or do what they see other people doing, or do something just because someone told them to. And I say this in all of my videos: if you're going to do something, do it because you desire it. I know so many parents that are regretful for that very choice because they weren't thinking about, you know, the long run of having children. They weren't thinking about the hardships of parenting. You see, I know, I saw firsthand, I experienced it myself. I know how hard parenting is, and that's why I opted out. But I didn't know that I could opt out. And because of that, I'm very angry, but I'm also very relieved because I'm only 24. I've got a long way to go until people stop bingoing me, but I still woke up. You know, I didn't go ahead and have a kid anyways because it was expected of me. I woke up before any of that happened because I refuse to go out miserable. I don't know not a single miserable person that's happy. It's literally impossible. Why do you think so many parents bingo you? Why do you think so many parents talk down on you? Why do you think so many parents look at you sideways when you say you're not having kids or you don't have kids? Misery loves company. I mean, it can't be anything else. I've only seen them be so bitter. And then for the parents that truly understand and they respect your choice, they're like, yeah, you're right. It is really freaking hard. And I salute you for not going through with it, because even though I love my kids, I wouldn't do this again if I had the choice. And that's why I always tell people, before you jump into something really big, educate yourself. See, I educated myself. I educated those around me. I did my research. I read lots of books. And not only that, I didn't even have to do any of that. I saw firsthand that my parents were struggling, that my older sister was struggling, that my friends that got pregnant at just, you know, teens, in their teenage years, they were struggling. I've heard of my grandparents' story, struggling with my parents. And I see people all around the world on social media and in real life just struggling. I don't see any pros to having children. So I always wondered, if people truly don't want kids, why the hell are they having them anyways? That literally makes no sense to me. Are they just that ignorant? Are they not woke yet? Or are they just ignoring the matrix? I'm just going to have kids anyways because it's expected of me, or because my husband told me to, or because my wife said she wanted to be a mom. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. But I'm glad I woke up. I didn't know a lot of things and I'm still learning. But I do know this. I don't see myself being a parent. Okay? I just don't. I don't even want to say I respect those that do it because it was a selfish choice. But you have a bigger mentality than me, because I could never just throw my life on the line for another person. I could not do that. Not even if I love the person. I don't know, you guys. Please educate yourself. But I'll catch you guys later. Peace.